Honey, I'm home. We are back on the road in Charlotte. I got my man Marcel with me. Marcel, say what up to the people.
What's good, Raptors Digest Nation? It's your boy, Josh Goodwin, Marcel Martin. We back, in effect. We here, we live, we here, baby.
Yes, sir. You guys know the vibes. So right now, Toronto down by 10 points. We'll get to that in a second. All-Star Weekend was fun, but kind of a flop for our Raptors. No one really performed too well. Scotty Barnes ended up on Shaqtin' the Fool. You know, there was some rough moments, but overall, really nice acknowledgement for some Raptors players, and hopefully we can keep it going in the second half of the season and make a strong playoff appearance. Marcel, quick thoughts on All-Star Weekend.
It was a waste of my time. Like, aside from, like, you know, Scotty not being able to make any shot except for a top of the key three, I mean, that's whatever. I think he's got the personality and the attitude to bounce back from that and not really let that affect him. His name's not Ben Simmons, so we don't have to worry about him getting in his feelings. But all in all, I think the All-Star game was probably the highlight of that entire week because every other event sucked. Karl Anthony Towns won the three-point competition. Whoever was it, or Obi Toppin won the dunk competition, so it's kind of like nothing was really like screaming to me that this was must-watch TV except for the All-Star game when Steph dropped 52, 51, something like that.
Yeah, but, well, that's actually where the best players were in, but you're right, the competitions didn't have the right dudes. Yeah,
and no hate, just all fun and games. Fred and Precious and Scotty did not represent the Raptors organization very well. But it's all good. They're tired. We play our guys a high minute, so it was a good rest week for them.
It was. And you know what? Fred played pretty good in the actual game. He didn't have like a ton of minutes, but he knocked down 2 threes, had a few assists, couple rebounds. Like, it was pretty nice stuff from Fred, but I wanted to see him win the three-point competition. He was tied as the betting favorite to do it with Patty Mills. Surprising that they put Patty Mills and Fred as the top 2 favorites instead of like Trae Young or someone else, but Karl Anthony Towns, man, he said it. Shaq, Vegas got the numbers wrong. He deserved to win that thing. Almost tied Steph's record there at 31 points. It was crazy. But back to the game right now. Kelly Oubre loses the ball for the Hornets, so the Raptors get it back. We're still down by 10, guys. This is ugly.
Yeah, and it was a really ugly start. I think at one point it was like 2-14. You can tell these guys are just gassed. But you know who's going to save us?
Who?
Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, I hope so. He just missed a shot, but he's been red hot recently. Facts. He's got the shooter mentality. That's no doubt. Man, Kelly Oubre's had a nice season here in Charlotte. I think a lot of people on Golden State were mad that he was starting, but he's found a good little rhythm in Charlotte shooting the three.
I think Kelly Oubre is a very talented player. I have him on my fantasy team, actually, and he's been able to put up some good points for me. But, I think on a average to below average team, he could be a great starter. But for a contending team like the Warriors, maybe not start every night just because of the amount of weapons you have. You may need him more so off the bench. But, I mean, yeah, he's nothing to He's not a player you want to leave open. You want to make sure that you're on him.
Yeah, no, especially not. It seems like having the Splash brothers around him there for a little bit might have rubbed off on him. But I do remember there being some bad sentiment between him and Draymond Green, because I remember he was saying, like, we're supposed to be out here winning a championship, but we got guys like Kelly Oubre who insist on starting, basically saying, like, his ego's too big. He doesn't deserve to be a starter. There was some bad relations there, but he definitely seems happier in Charlotte. He's a solid player. Hey, Precious connects on his second free throw. Let's go. He might have missed the first, but we'll take any points we can get right now. Down by 9.
Hey, they're putting in some length right now. I think I saw a Thon Maker. They already got Montrezl on the court who's going to kill Boucher in the paint.
Oh, man, I totally forgot they picked up Montrezl.
But if Boucher can draw some charges, we'll be pretty good. Oop.
Bro, Montrezl is a nice pickup for them. Like, Charlotte needed a big, and he's not like your traditional big man, but he will do a really good job. You've been a Montrezl fan.
I know that I like to talk about Ben Wallace a whole lot. I'm not doing it right now. But I think Precious Achiuwa's ceiling is Montrezl Harrell. And that's not a slight to Precious. That's actually a compliment because Montrezl is an undersized center who can bang against other bigs. You know what I'm saying? If I have a Jokic on my team, right? If I'm the Nuggets, I got Jokic, and we're playing against the Hornets, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit worried. Jokic, are you good down the paint? Montrez, that's a bulldog. He's coming at you.
But you know what, though? I think Precious, like, he might not do the same things offensively as a Montrezl Harrell, but I think he's going to make up for it on defense. Montrezl Harrell, I think he's energetic, but a lot of people do criticize his defensive fundamentals. I think Precious is going to be solid in that department, but definitely an interesting comparison. 2 6'9" centers. I think that there's a lot of room for Precious to grow, and people got to get off his back and let him grow.
Yeah, and I'll repeat myself again and again and again. Precious is in his second year in the NBA. His first year, he was on the bench in Miami not doing anything. We're finally giving him everything that he needs to develop into who we want him to be, who he needs to be. Don't judge, Precious off of one season. I say give him 2 more years. In 2 years, if he's not where we need to be, all right, we may need to move on. Yeah. But I believe he'll be exactly where he needs to be in 2 years.
Hey, man, let's hope. And we have the first super chat of the night. Another legend in the chat, Tom Moreau, popping up with a super chat. He's saying, this super chat is for Svi. I've given him a hard time this season, but not today, my friends. Thinking of you, Svi. And you know what, Tom? Maybe I'm missing some context here, but I'm normally the guy always apologizing on behalf of the fans to Svi, defending Svi. Did something happen with Svi Mikhailuk today to get this comment out of Tom, or is this
so I was gonna say this for like halftime for my closing remarks, because I didn't want to make the live stream too political or kind of change the mood of what we usually do every night. But he is from Ukraine. With everything going on right now. Yeah, him and Alex Len, who are one was ex-Raptor, one's currently on a roster. They both put out a statement pretty much just going against everything that's going on. But yeah, I definitely am keeping up with the tension of everything going on. Prayers up to Ukraine, everybody affected. Some people I work with, actually, I'm not going to ramble about this, but just some people that I work with every day at work, some are actually in Ukraine, and they had to email us today saying how for the meantime, until this is resolved, we won't hear from them. They have to stop what they're doing and go fight for their country. So it's getting ugly over there, but just hoping for a good, peaceful resolution eventually.
Yeah, no doubt. And Tom Moreau, thank you so much for the super chat and bringing a little bit of voice to that, because that is a difficult thing for the whole world to go through, but especially a Ukrainian player. His heart is over there with his people. That is terrible. I can't believe that didn't come to my mind when I was talking about Svi Mikhailuk, but I knew he was Eastern, former Soviet bloc somewhere like in that part of Europe. I didn't know he was specifically Ukrainian, so I do kind of look foolish now, but definitely, prayers up to everybody in the Ukraine, and there's no winner in war. This is terrible. So, but hey, man, we have sports as an escape a lot of times, and tonight the Raptors are on, so we've got to be happy and grateful for that. And of course, again, shout out to my guy Tom Moreau, who's given a generous super chat.
Tom Bomb in the chat. Hey, the Hornets got Thor on the court. The Avengers. Oh.
MJ's collecting those Infinity Stones. Harrell hands it off to LaMelo Ball, who was also at All-Star Weekend. Let's see if he's got any fatigue. He looked nice in the All-Star game. And then there we go, out off of Harrell. There we go. Thad Young's in. Has he, I've kept tabs on this with you, but he's slowly gotten into your good books, no? No?
We'll see. Nothing that upsets me yet. And to be honest, and again, I'm going to be completely, honest about my opinion of Thad the Chad. He's got a good basketball IQ, good defender. He makes good plays. Woo!
There you go. Right on cue.
And he gets us a bucket. He's a vet that we need. After we lost Kyle, I'm not saying he's going to replace Kyle, but after losing Kyle, he could be that veteran presence that we need.
Yeah, just the morale anchor in the locker room. I agree with you. We needed a little bit of veteran presence if we want to be serious about winning. Oh, Gary Trent Jr. misses the mid-range J. It's rebounded by LaMelo. Up court to Cody Martin. Ooh. Martin driving in. He's going to pull it back out.
It was a Martin shake. That's our signature move, the Martin shake.
The Martin shake. Martin Hezzy.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, they're gonna. I hate those fouls so much.
Oh, I hate those. I mean, it's smart. If you can foul on a fast break, especially when you got a lead, you don't want the team to catch steam and go on a roll. But I hate those though. It's like, ugh.
Man, we need more moments like D Wade and LeBron hooking up in transition. Like that stuff just doesn't happen Well, I mean, it does, of course, but it's so annoying. Viewership will go up so much, or just the virality of your clips and highlights, taking away that transition foul, making everything like free lane to the basket or whatever will cost you a basket to foul in transition like that. I don't know, man. It's tough to implement into the rules of basketball now, but I've heard rumblings for a while. I hope they can find a way because the Raptors would feast on that. Oh, Precious.
Go ahead, Precious. Come on, be a grown man.
Hey, third
Boucher! Boucher! Bonjour!
There we go. Chris Boucher getting the putback finally for the Raptors, who are trailing by 11 at this point.
I just want to highlight a regular in the chat. We got Ramaz giving his hot takes about how Masai and Bobby should be fired for doing nothing at the trade deadline.
Bro, Ramaz tells me like every other day that Masai is bad at his job. I've never met a Raptors fan who is this critical.
Every time, bro. And it's like, and for anybody who wants to argue that Masai and Bobby don't do anything or that they should have gone after this player, you have to understand that trades and signings are a two-way deal. If I go to Josh saying, yo, I want Kyle Lowry, I'll give you Kwame Brown, you have to agree to that. You know what I mean? Like, let's say Josh is a free agent. Hey, Josh, I want to sign you to a 2-year max deal, whatever I can give you. If Josh doesn't want to come play for my team, he can say no. So it's like, and people need to understand, and I'm not going to say Ramaz isn't a real fan. He may be a younger fan. Us older fans know that Toronto isn't a hot spot. We don't attract free agents. Even if you're a nobody like Moses Brown, not saying he's a nobody, but of a lower status.
Yeah.
Players like him, even they probably don't want to come to Toronto. Even they're probably like, the cold. I don't have a passport. I don't want to go across a border and, whatever. There's a million and one reasons why we don't attract free agents, and we have to keep that in mind as Raptors fans.
I think we're starting to reverse the narrative, but it's been an uphill battle. Like, it's been an uphill battle to say the least. So I always respect Masai and Bobby and think they're some of the best. Well, they are the best front office in the NBA in my opinion, but we got some harsh critics in Raptors Nation. We've been knowing that. Then the foul there on the Raptors, it'll be Charlotte ball coming back the other way.
Yeah, and it's like Ramaz just said, why didn't we trade Chris Boucher for Kobe White? Maybe the Bulls didn't want Chris Boucher. Like, obviously, trolls can be trolls, and I'll let you troll in the chat all day as long as it's a respectful troll. But if anybody seriously believes that Masai and Bobby just sit on their butts all day and just watch reruns of our championship run and reminisce of the old days, no. Like, deals are always being talked about. Deals are made. I trust in Masai wholeheartedly to go for the best possible deal. If teams don't want to trade with us, they won't. If players don't want to sign with us, they won't. It's a two-way deal every time.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you can only do what you can do, and being in Toronto, you are disadvantaged from the get-go, but I think they've done a decent job. But you know what? Some people are harsh critics, bro. That is the way it is, and we've been spoiled here in Toronto to a lot of winning basketball. So standards high, but Spicy P laying that in, going right to the rack.
Ghost Peppa P.
Ghost Pepper P. My bad. LaMelo with the ball
respect
now.
That man. The fake all-star. What are you going to do? Miss another shot? He's been throwing up bricks all night. Could build a house.
Honestly, I'm happy
Gary,
that
lock him down.
and him got into the All-Star game. Good defense, but a foul on Thad. That sucks. But what I was going to say is FVV and LaMelo, I'm happy they both got into the All-Star game. I think both guys deserved it. But I'm really happy that Fred VanVleet got the authentic selection without needing to get in for an injured replacement, because that's the kind of stuff that people will bring up to Raptors fans forever. Raptors fans can't have nice things. People will look to discredit us. I mean, that's just kind of how sports fandom and rivalries work as is. But I'm just so happy that he's a genuine all-star. Like, no one can actually look at the selection and be like, oh, yeah, I get Fred VanVleet's like the 5th player in the modern NBA to be selected undrafted, but like, was he really actually selected? No, he genuinely is an all-star. He has that accolade now. And it's kind of sweet that we got to see LaMelo too. I think he deserved it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you said, discredit as a Raptors fan, and that just comes with the fandom. Everything about your team will be discredited. Your championship, your signings, your trades, your players, everything will be. There is an asterisk on everything we do for whatever reason. I don't get it. Oh, was that a foul?
Pascal gets fouled going to the rack. Yes, sir.
That's that spicy foul. I love it. But yeah, man, like the amount of times I've had to argue and defend our championship, like, oh, you only won because because Kevin Durant and Clay were out. Like, okay, and the only reason why the Warriors won was because Kyrie and Kevin Love were hurt. I mean, injuries are part of the game. You play who's in front of you. And I'm not going to spend too much time arguing because I'll go on for hours, Josh, defending our championship. But at the end of the day, I've grown to understand that as a real Raptors fan, no one's going to give you your props, right? Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan were joked about and laughed about their entirety on the team. They go to two separate teams, they're loving them. Even Stephen A. Smith was giving DeMar DeRozan high praise today. And even alluded to when he was on the Raptors and how, you know, he was sent away and it was only because he couldn't get past LeBron. I'm like, come on. They're not bad players. You guys just run these bad narratives, and for whatever reason, it sticks. It's dumb, but it sticks. So,
like, can you imagine when DeMar was in Toronto, if we said he's stylistically the most similar to Kobe we've seen? Like, people would be like, bro, people in Toronto are brain dead. Like, they're disrespectful. And now that he's a Chicago Bull, it's like, oh my God, like, he really is the next Kobe. Like, it's just because they have a decorated fan base that has a little bit of prestige to it. They can say these things. They can talk about greatness. For the longest time, the Raptors were what's the word I'm looking for? Ostracized from these conversations. And now, finally, I feel like we can speak up and be like, look, man, we have a championship more recent than any of your franchises. We know greatness. We had it before, but now it's validated. And the whole world gets to see it, right? Raptors role players, too. These guys go into the NBA and end up in really great positions. People are like, oh, my God, what an underrated player. It's like, no, bro, he was just on the Raptors. It's so annoying.
What drove me crazy is because I got a friend of mine who's a big Miami Heat fan, and when he got Kyle Lowry, he was like, oh, like, I saw him post on Facebook, oh, man, Kyle's really doing for a team. I'm like, duh. We had him when he was a lot better. You got old man Kyle who can't do it like how he used to, but, like, don't act like Kyle, like, reinvented himself and he's found this second win in his career. No. He's been this way. For whatever reason, every basketball fan outside of Toronto or who isn't a Raptors fan doesn't like our team, no matter how well we play. Remember, after we won the championship, people were guessing we wouldn't even make the playoffs? And we were the second seed?
Yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is. It comes with being a fan here, but it's that's funny. Brandon telling me I'm coming out here with the thesaurus, but I'm also seeing people in the chat talking about doing a lot of play-by-play. Not everyone, I guess, has the broadcast, so we'll try to keep it there. But when you get Marcel and I talking about the championship and how we're discredited, I mean, bro, we could go for hours on this stuff. So yeah, we'll try to make this a lot more about the play-by-play. But thank you again to anyone who's tuning in right now. And I mean, if you won't mind, I'm dropping a like spike right now. Try to help us get up to 100 likes. Then I'll stop panhandling for it. You guys know how it goes. But thank you so much for your support.
And once we hit 150 likes, I'll stop panhandling.
You go.
There's that. But all right, we are 0 from 3. So I guess we realized stop shooting at 3. The Hornets should probably do the same. They're 4 of 13. You know what? Keep shooting if you want to. I don't care. All right, so we got Delanto. Pascal's passing off to Fred. Fred's at moving around at 3. Little mid range. Thad back to Fred. Fred shoots a 3.
Ooh.
It's good.
Let's go.
And it's good. It's good.
Where are my flames at? There we go. So 28-22 the score. It's a 2-possession game now. Very quick here into the second quarter. Montrezl Harrell hands it off to LaMelo. LaMelo back to Harrell. Wow.
Ooh.
They got a pick and roll dynamic now.
I even saw that coming. I saw that play. All right, Fred's working on Oubre. Dumps it off to Precious. Precious in the mid. And it's good.
Yes, sir.
And it's good.
Tom, you seeing that? Tommy Moreau, I know you're proud of our guy right now. He's got the oven mitts off tonight, or at least for the moment being. LaMelo gives it over to Montrez, back to LaMelo, and then the floater, wow, gets it. And that was a tough contest, too, by Delano.
He needs to stay in front of his man. All right, we got Ghost Pepper P pushing P down to Thad, down to Precious. He wanted it, and he should not have taken that 3. Bro, Precious with a brick 3. I wasn't feeling it.
LaMelo covered by Thad. LaMelo, do not try to cook this vet. Oh, he shoots over him instead and gets the 3. That dude's cold. Woo!
No, he's not. Stop it. He missed like 12 shots in the first quarter. You're bound to make one.
Okay, you remember the last time we faced them? It was right before All-Star break. Bro, LaMelo couldn't do anything.
Nope. He played like 43 minutes and scored like 14 points. Ooh, Fred!
Tough bucket.
Attacks the paint, gets a nice little layup. You know, Fred. Delano. Oh, get up, boy. Oh, he almost picked the pockets. Almost deep to the.
Break out that full court press.
My man's like an octopus, man, because of his braids and because he's long. He's everywhere. Oh, good contest. LaMelo, you trash, bro. You should have been in the Rising Star game, not the All-Star game. They had you in the wrong one. Fred for 3, and he's feeling it.
Go.
And he's feeling it.
Yes, sir. And guys, I do not have any bets tonight, but Fred VanVleet's making it rain. We'll see what happens. I've cooled out on the bets recently, but I'm gonna come back with a vengeance. Just wait, and I'm gonna be on a heater. And Montrezl, Harrell, and one.
That boy's a bulldog. I understand that we're playing against the Charlotte Hornets, and I don't really care about anybody wearing that ugly jersey. But I'm always going to be a Montrezl Harrell fan. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit in this league for who he is and what he can do. Shout out to Montrezl Harrell.
That's fair.
I'm a big fan.
No, I like him too. He plays an aggressive game. I was convinced he was going to become a Raptor that won free agency.
Bro, I was hoping.
I don't think he's versatile enough for the Raptors to really like hand out the bag. He's a really hard worker, but like they would need to pay him decent money. And I don't know. We've already got a lot of players that deserve the bag, so we'll see. He misses that free throw, but then the putback.
Oh no good. It's no good.
Yeah, it's being called off. It was in the cylinder. So the score is 37-29. Raptors down by 8 right now, but I think we can take care of this lead. I got a feeling that, we can get this thing to at least like a 1 to 2 point game, maybe even a lead going into halftime. I'm liking the way the momentum's looked here out of the gate.
This is what I think. We're going to hold it steady. Ooh, Thad, what you got? Pass off to Fred, back to Thad. Thad finds the Hornets as a turnover occurs. We're trying to get back, and there you get a bucket.
Man, they take the D to the O. That's tough. They get the easy 2 in transition. We're back to being down by 10, right as I'm talking about biting into this lead a little bit. Gotta watch my
Nah, it's fine. It ain't about how you start, it's about how you finish. Ooh, I miss saying that.
Sir.
It's been a while. I haven't said that in 9 days. Ooh.
Woo!
Woo!
Fred VanVleet with it. He's covered by PJ Washington. Drives. Pump fakes, takes the 3, misses.
We need a rebound better. Come on now. We lead the league in offensive boards. We need to look like it. And then go ahead 3 from PJ.
Oh, man. Terry just knocked that down.
Oh, it's Terry? Oh, man.
He's got some momentum right now, bro. That was a heat check shot, and he got it. 42-29, the current score. Siakam has the ball in his hands. He drives on Bridges, goes up, gets blocked by Bridges, and then it's rebounded by Thor.
I want to see less perimeter play from us because I've noticed on offense, we'll have guys in the perimeter while one person's trying to attack the basket, and they just hit another 3.
Bro, PJ Washington knocking down a 3, 45-29. Send help.
What?
Man, what? This is tough.
Man, what?
The chat's not loving this. The chat's already writing the team off. Man. They think it's done. They've thrown in the towel.
I mean, if you're a real Raptors fan, you know the second half is our best half, so it's fine. It's fine. Hey, they can have how many points they want. They still got to see me when the halftime's over.
Exactly, and they know the motto, man. It's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. And we are a long way from the finish line, so let's pull it together. These are hopefully the moments. Obviously, no OG Anunoby tonight, but Thaddeus Young. You gotta hope that him as a veteran is gonna echo Coach Nurse right now, get everyone on the same page, and or at least fight to get some dignity back in this game. Because right now they've been riding momentum. The Hornets. Every time they get a defensive stop, they come down energized, get a really good play, take a transition 3. They've been a little bit lucky. I'm not going to discredit it, but they've been lucky. They're going to come back down to earth, up your game, and you'll be surprised how close it gets. Jeremy W.
Bro, I'm just...
Yeah, this is a tough moment. Jeremy W. saying team's still on vacay. Certainly feels that way.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm just glad to be back, to be honest with you, Josh. I'm just glad to be here with the squad, the Raptors Digest community, watching some basketball. Win, lose, or draw, we the Cheeks.
Hey, yes, sir, WTC. Yeah, no, it feels great to be back with the community, of course, as it always does. And you know what? Win or loss, we have a good time on here, and I think that the macro image here is that we will be in the playoffs. So I'm excited to be looking at that because, I don't care. I'm not even going to knock on wood. I think it's going to happen. This team's good enough. We have a deep enough roster, a great coach. We come into our own a little bit, and I think it's the expectation now to at least be in the first round. So let's hope for that.
I think our audio's messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think your audio.
Is it Josh? Is it me? Am I good? Am I clear? Am I clear?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Fix the noise.
Okay, people saying it's fixed. Okay, I just talked again, so... Oh, man, I don't know what just happened. Whew. Yeah, I wonder what that was.
It's Marcel. Oh, man. I hope it's not my mic.
It does kind of... You were saying that mic disconnects a little bit sometime.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any control over that, but maybe that was it. I have no clue. I can't even diagnose the sound issue right now. It sounded like a machine gun to Al saying. Yeah, no one's touting the Draco on here, so that was definitely just our technical issue. Apologies for that, guys. Let us know if anything happens again with the audio, and we'll try to get it figured out pronto.
Oh, Josh. Funny of you to think no one's toting the Draco.
You toting the Draco. You are in Texas right now, actually.
And I'm a veteran. Keep that thing on me.
True.
That grakata.
You know what? I don't even know if I should be saying this right now because it's a very politically sensitive time. But of course, when the U.S. is in war, I was thinking to myself, could you imagine how difficult it would be to invade the United States because everyone is strapped up? Like absolutely everyone. You'd have the Bloods and the Crips shooting at you. You could not invade the United States. But you know what? We'll stay away from the war subjects today. The Raptors are at the free throw line. Kem Birch unfortunately misses his first, bro. This is not the start any of us wanted. Let's see if we can get a second.
I'm trying to get this sound thing going on. It's happening with my mic when I unplugged it and plugged it back in. Let me know. I'm gonna keep messing with it. I have another mic, but I don't know if it's any better. I mean, it probably is.
Interesting.
We're down by 17.
Oh, I think I
kick it out to the 3, and it's always an open 3.
Yeah, I think
closing out.
I'm looking at your audio level right now, and I think it might be happening as we're... There you go. You unplugged it, and I think it's okay now.
Hello? Nah, Marcel, bruh. Yo, let me know. Am I good? It's back. Man. Come on. All right.
Okay, hopefully that's all good. I don't even know if it's coming through anymore at all. Okay, hold on. Maybe it is. We'll wait for people in the chat to tell us. Let us know if we're good now, guys. Apologies for all these technical difficulties on the fly here, but if it makes any difference, the Raptors are down by about 17 points, so a little bit more time to bear with us for a moment. We're gonna get you a Yeti mic. We're gonna figure this out. Say that again. Oh, that's not a bad idea actually. I just got the Shure M7, which is working pretty decent, but yeah, definitely. We'll figure out some system to make this a bit more consistent for your audio. But Kem Birch loses the ball underneath of the rim there. The Hornets take it back in transition. PJ Washington for 3 and misses. Thank God. That's a heat check. Rebounded by Scotty Barnes. He's going to go end to end. I got a feeling. Yep. There we go. Scotty Get in the bucket. Yeah, okay, they're saying they can't hear you at all. Jeez, this is apologies to everyone who's tuning into the live right now. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I'm gonna do this. All right, Marcel, hold on. It's okay. Before you do that, let me try one more thing here. I'm gonna add another audio input source. This is so funny doing this on live right now. It's okay. We got the best community. They're troopers. They'll understand, I hope. Okay, let's see. All right, Marcel. Oh, it might be doing it again. Okay, all right. Let's see if it's working now. I can see some audio coming through. If it's bad again, then we might need to stop the stream and then try to figure out a way to reapproach this. Bars. You know, it's funny. I hope they can hear you, because otherwise they're just like, what is he talking about?
I'm plugged back in. Let me know, is it bad? And I just plugged it back in. This is horrible. Okay.
Yeah, we're having some issues with this one. Marcel, it might be better for us to sign off now and see if we can figure this out and then come back in for the second half. But apologies to everyone. Okay, I think it's doing it again. I'm going to turn off your mic for a sec, Marcel. So apologies, everyone. Marcel is now muted completely. He can hear me. But guys, we're gonna sign off right now. We're gonna try to get back on for the second half, see if we can figure this out. If it can't work out, unfortunately, I'll just try to come back on for the second half, and then we'll have this figured out for the next time that we're doing it together. I really, really do apologize. Usually it works. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, people are not people. Oh my God. I wonder what it sounds like. Marcel, we need to go back and listen to this to get an idea of what this audio sounds like. I feel like this audio is going to be in people's nightmares. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for at least watching with us to this point. We appreciate you guys so much. We will sign off for the time being, but hopefully be up streaming again tonight. And if not, we'll have everything addressed for a later date. But I'm optimistic that at least I can come back. All right. I think we're back. I'm hoping that we're back right now, but I won't be sure until it reconnects to YouTube. But hopefully I am talking to someone at this point. All right, there we go. I think we are back online. It's just going to be me for the time being. Marcel is, I mean, as you guys probably already just saw, having some issues with technical difficulties. And Scotty Barnes, man. Oh my God, coming back to the live stream with a boom. Throwing that one down, gets the dunk. It's 61-45. Still ugly, but Raptors can fight and claw their way back into this one. And as I'm saying that, the shooters bounce for the Hornets. I believe that's Terry Rozier who gets the bucket. Damn. Scotty Barnes. Pascal Siakam with it. Spicy P going to work on Thor. Goes up with the floater. So nice. So accurate these days. Scotty Barnes making him pay. Oh my God. Pascal Siakam making him pay. My brain is just still all over the place from figuring that out. But as I said earlier, Marcel and I will figure that out in the future. Bridges. Oh, and one. Bro. This is end-to-end action right now, but the Hornets just stacking up the points on the Raptors right now. We're not even at halftime, and they're going to have a chance to get 70 points maybe. That's not what you want to see. So 65-47 the current score, 154 until halftime. And I guess, you know, without co-hosting tonight, I can do the hot takes segment. So I will definitely be taking callers in at halftime. Guys, give me a ring on Instagram at Josh D. Goodwin. We'll get all set up and we'll let you guys come on to give your takes over the live. Yeah, Marcel's thinking it was probably an internet issue that messed up with the stream there, but we'll diagnose all of that later. Siakam in the mid-range over Harrell just misses, and it's rebounded by Bridges. This Bridges-Siakam matchup's interesting. Two of the all-star snubs. Two guys that could have replaced KD. Of course, it went to Bridges' teammate LaMelo, who I think did deserve it, but Siakam had a case, and probably even a better case than LaMelo, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Oh, and then they missed the shot. Rebounded by Precious. Gary Trent Jr. He's dribbling. Steps back. Misses. And then Chris Boucher trying to get the rebound. Can't get it. Terry Rozier runs away with it. Feeds it up court to Harrell, who's battling around and gets it to go, man. He is an absolute grinder. Bumping around under the rim. I'm telling you, this was a huge pickup for the Hornets. He's juiced up. All right, Siakam with it. He dribbles over to Terry. Siakam doubled, gets it to Van Vliet. He's going to shoot from the logo. Never mind. Fakes, takes those. Oh, he would have been better off shooting from the logo. That floater was way off. And then, thank God, the Charlotte Hornets throw it out of bounds in transition. The Raps will get the ball back here with 35 seconds left until halftime. Whew. All right. Fred Van Vliet. Oh, pulls back for three. Just misses, man. That spills out of the rim. It was going down. Gorgeous step back, but Fred Van Vliet can't get that ball to sit. Raptors will be getting the last shot of the half, though. 68-47 currently. Miles Bridges at the top with the ball. He's covered by Gary Trent Jr. The pick comes. Gary stays on his man. Bridges from three. Air balls it. And then Harrell. Oh my God. Yo. Man, this guy's a beast. He's eating right now. And the Raptors do not have any excuses for this because Montrezl Harrell isn't one of those 7-foot centers where you just look at it and say, it's a mismatch. Of course he's going to eat. No. He's as big as your biggest players. Go out there, lay a body on him, because that last bucket he got there off of a second chance opportunity was unacceptable. Oh my God, Raptors down big right now. 47-70 is the current deficit that we're looking uphill at. Man, guys, that's not what you want. It's not what you want at all. But hey, that's the reality we're in. And Marcel's not on the stream right now to say it, so I'll say it for him. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. The start's been ugly, to say the absolute least. But hey, we know how this team comes out in second halves. Let's hope we can get something along those lines to just dent this lead and get our pride back a little bit. We're looking like we're dead asleep after All-Star break. Iceman like Gervin saying FVV is visibly hurt. Doubt he plays tomorrow versus ATL. Your stream is behind. Hornets up 70 points halftime. Yep, so Marcel and I lined up our streams. I'll fast forward now to as close as I can get to live. But clearly we will not know until we're actually back during the second half. But guys, if you would like, give me a DM on Instagram right now. I'll check it. And we'll see if anyone wants to come on for the hot take segment. Joey saying, feel like I always want to elbow Montrezl. Yeah, I don't know how well that would go over, but he is one of those energy guys that you just want to shut up when you face him. Love to have him on your side, hate to go against him. He's kind of got that Pat Bev energy to him, and they both played together on the Clippers, so that would have been annoying, to say the least. But let me check my DMs here to see if anyone's wanting to come on now. I'll give my guy Magnetic a call if he's around. I haven't seen him in the chat today, but Jeremy W. saying, it's how you finish, and the Raptors are finished. Jeez, man. Pronouncing our team dead at the scene. We'll see what happens, though, guys. There's a whole half of basketball left to play. I don't think a win is all too likely at this point, but, like I said, we're building for bigger things than just this game tonight on the road in Charlotte, so playing good basketball will matter in the second half in the greater picture. Then we got another super chat coming in from the legend, Tommy Moreau. And he's saying right now, I'm not reacting to this particular game when I say I don't think the play-in is a sure thing, let alone higher than that. You know what, Tom? I agree that it's, I think the play-in's a sure thing. I definitely do. There's just too many teams in the East that we're deeper than. I know we're young, but we low-key have one of the sneakiest, deepest defensive rosters in the league. And defense is what's going to win you championships. We're young. I fully understand that. We're going to take some time to gel. And you've already seen the amount of progression we've made over this season. This group can beat very good teams. And we've lost some games that we were really close into. And I think overall, we can expect to be in postseason basketball. If that's the play-in or the first round or both, awesome. But I think at very least, like I would be dead shocked to hear that we missed the play-in. Like completely shocked. I don't think that'll happen. Maybe we can set the bar low and just be happy with anything that goes above. But I'm telling you right now that 10 seed is too low for the Raptors. We will do better than that in the East. And for that reason, we will at very least be in the play-in. But I'm hoping we can go straight to that first round matchup. I think it's feasible. But of course, the Eastern Conference is a lot more competitive than it has been in recent years. So, got to admit that. So here we go. I'm just going to open up my Insta here. Let me see what's up with the people. Okay. No requests to be on the hot takes yet. That's all right. Let me see. I got 4 hidden requests. Of course, it's all the NFTs. It's always NFT people shilling me their projects. What are you going to do about it? It's the world we're living in now, eh? Mike Kamina saying, haven't we beat the Hornets twice this season? They want revenge. Yeah, we have. We played really great against the Hornets, actually. And, that usually good teams will end up splitting or at least not getting swept in season series against other competitive teams. So, I wasn't thinking we were going to roll over Charlotte completely this season. They're pretty good. Montrezl makes them a lot better. But this right now is unacceptable. If we're going to lose this game, let's at least do it playing to the wire and having good fundamentals. Right now, Montrezl is absolutely dominating us. And we got Marcel. Okay, Marcel's calling back in for Marcel's minute, I'm sure. Hold on. Marcel.
All right, I'm back. Hopefully I'm not buzzing like a gnat. I'm here, baby. Marcel's minute. I'm going to say something. So check it out. Gary Trent Jr. got to knock down shots. We ain't got to close out on three-point shooters. We have to build a wall for Montrezl. Bro, it's disastrous right now. We're down by 23 at the half to the Charlotte Hornets. With the Charlotte Hornets? Yeah. The pinstripe jerseys? Yeah. Bro, come on, man. I'm bringing all energy because I'm upset that I can't be on there with you, man. Look, this is what we got to do. I need Justin Champagne in the second half. I need that rebounding because our rebounding is atrocious.
Yeah, it's not good, man. Justin Champagne would at least bring us up in that category. And at this point, if Nick Nurse doesn't reach his hand into that bench a little bit, I'm going to be shocked. But then again, he's shocked me before many times. So let's see, bro. We are a second half team, but so you're saying rebounding is that real takeaway that we got to improve on in the second half to win this game?
Rebounding and closing out on shooters, because I mentioned it for a little bit when I was on camera how it seems everyone just sits at the perimeter and whoever's with the ball, whether it be Fred or Pascal, will just try to attack the basket, and if they miss, no one's there to get the rebound. We gotta clog the paint as much as possible. Forget the perimeter because it ain't falling for us. Attack the paint, get to the line. That's how we win this ball game.
Hey, I'm with you there. We got to up the fundamentals because right now we are way off, and we are just the momentum of the Hornets is noticeable at the moment. We got to do something to halt that. No OG Anunoby, which sucks. He is an ultimate disruptor. I'm sure he would take their chemistry right now and throw a wrench right in it. But we're going to need to learn to live without him some nights, and tonight is one of those ones. And Marcel, you got any last things to say to the people? Because I can see some people saying they've DM'd me, so I will try to get them on as well.
Last thing, because I won't be on camera to say it, mental health is important. You feel like you ain't got nobody, you got me. I'm Marcel. Find me on social media. You talk to me, I talk back. There's no reason to feel like you ain't got nobody when you got me. I'm always there for anybody.
Yes, sir. Marcel, I echo that message all the time from Marcel. One of the best guys there is out there, and we're lucky enough to have him in our fan base. Marcel, thank you, bro. We'll see you in the chat during the second half. There you go. Marcel, for technical reasons, couldn't be on the stream. So he does Marcel's minute like we've always done. Appreciate my guy. But now I am looking at my DM requests here. I mean, if you guys are DMing the Raptors Digest, I'm not going to necessarily see it, but let me see here. We got a few requests on the Raptors Digest because I'm using my personal account, but no, we'll do this. This should work. Okay, Connor. Yeah. I got you right now. All right. I'm going to try to give Connor a call. So we're going to accept that. There we go. Now I can give him a ring. Hey, Connor. How's it going, man?
Hey, how are ya?
Doing well, dude. Doing well.
Connect my AirPods here.
All right. No worries. Let me know when you're all connected up.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, let's do this. How are ya?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. The Raptors are getting slapped up at the moment. Marcel's technical issues kind of put the live stream on hold. But you know what? Overall, I'm doing good. How about you?
I wasn't sure what happened. The sound started. We didn't start off great this game, I want to say, but man, I don't know if the sound issue played a factor into how the Raptors played, because it looks that way. It's really atrocious.
Yeah, we'll wear the blame on that one, but they don't have any sound issues to blame in the second half, so they better up their game. And how do you think they up their game? What's the missing piece right now to the Raptors being successful in Charlotte?
Honestly, I was thinking about that just in the minute here I was waiting. I just DM'd you. I was really thinking, what do the Raptors need to do to present themselves? And while I was thinking that, I was thinking about the NBA as a whole and how the Eastern Conference has really shown itself to be a force in the league. No longer is the Eastern Conference the joke, the butt of every joke.
Yeah, no, fully. It's deep.
The Eastern Conference is back. The Eastern Conference is back. We need to revitalize what has made the Eastern Conference the Eastern Conference. Over the history of the NBA, you think of the 89 Pistons. You think of the 04 Detroit Pistons as well, coincidentally the same team. We need to be a defensive presence. We need to run the break. We need to do the things that got us to where we are. What gave the Raptors the reputation they have? How did Pascal Siakam win Most Improved Player? Sorry, I'm going on a little bit of a rant here. But
no, go ahead.
On my mind.
No.
Pascal Siakam needs to score the majority of his points running the break.
Yeah, he does.
And I expect him to be at least, a 27-plus point per game player.
You know what? That's a very high bar to give him, but at the same time, he's got to be doing a little bit more, at least within the sample size of tonight, because they're running the ball absolutely down our necks every time they get it off of the glass or get a defensive stop, and we just aren't coming back with the same momentum or energy, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. So you're definitely right. The Eastern Conference is not a cakewalk anymore. I would say that still some of the most dominant teams play in the West, but when you really break it down, the East is a tougher schedule now. And I mean that. That's honestly the truth.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm looking at the top 5 in the East right now. I wouldn't want to see any of these guys on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
The Bulls, the Heat, the Sixers, the Bucks, and the Cavaliers. I'll just relay that off to everybody. But, man, and that's just the top 5. We're not even bringing up the Nets, who have, one of the greatest teams ever assembled.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. It's crazy, Connor. You're definitely spitting the truth there, but I got to I'll get to the next caller.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my 2 cents.
Do you have any other keys to this game before you sign off?
I say we got to stick to the plan. Nick Nurse is one hell of a coach. I think if they follow his defensive scheme, they can reel things back in on the defensive end, and Pascal and Freddie will do their thing on the offensive end.
Hey, yes, sir. I like to hear it. All right, man. Well, we'll see you in the chat during the second half, and hopefully the Raptors can claw their way back into this one.
All right, man. It was a pleasure. You take it easy.
All right, you too. Good to hear from Connor. Another new caller. I love it. I love to see it. And guys, I can see some people mentioning putting my phone on speaker. That is my phone on speaker. I've got a beaten up old phone. So I am getting a new one soon. I got to. But yeah, for the time being, the audio could be obviously a little bit better on those call-ins. Maybe we'll even temporarily pause or maybe just reduce the call-in segment. just for the purposes of like trying to set it up properly. I don't know. It is tough sometimes to hear certain callers when they call in, but hey, that was Marcel and Connor. For everyone who missed it, thank you guys for calling in. I do appreciate it. And let me take a look at the box score right now. I mean, I don't need to hang this game in you guys' faces any more than, the TV already is doing. But hey, let me check out what's going on the stat sheet, because right now the Raptors need to find an answer from somebody. Top guys have not been showing up. Or sorry, not tonight. I'll leave it at that. But anyways, right now your leading scorer is Scotty Barnes with 16. 3 rebounds, 0 assists. He's 8 of 11. Has not hit a three-pointer. Bro, I did not know Scotty Barnes was having this kind of game, and he hasn't hit any free throws either. These are just authentic buckets. Only 15 minutes played, 16 points? Come on now. That's my rookie. That's my rookie of the friggin' year. Don't sleep. Gary Trent Jr., 20 minutes, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. That could be better, but you know what? That's not too bad for a first half. Not at all. He's 4 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3. You know what? Gary's okay. Not an issue there. Fred VanVleet, 20 minutes, 8 points, 0 rebounds, 3 assists. He is 33% from the floor, but he's got 2 blocks right now. So that's pretty noteworthy. Fred VanVleet, I swear to God, these are always steals, but he gets credited with the blocks for some reason, and there is something in the NBA rulebook which says if someone's on like the arch of their shot and you take it away from them, that's a block. But technically, Fred VanVleet should be leading the league in steals, or at least he should have been last year. You guys know it's a bit of a weird stat-taking situation in the NBA. Some of it's a little bit ambiguous, but Fred VanVleet, making his presence felt, at least statistically, on the defensive end, but we got to up it as a complete group. Khem Birch, how many points does Khem Birch have? 1 point, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Not great. Siakam, 6, 3, and 2. He's 2 of 9 from the floor. He's got to work on that a bit. Precious Achiuwa, 3, 4, and 0. And that's really the story of it at the moment. But we have the second half underway. So without further ado, let's go. Scotty Barnes, the leading scorer with the ball, working in the high post. Goes up, and he's fouled before that. Man, he gets the bucket over PJ Washington, but they're waving that off. I'm happy that Scotty Barnes has come out after that All-Star weekend with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, because he looked like the broken offensive players that scouts made him sound like coming out of college last year. Obviously a great defender. That's like the primary reason we wanted him. Great playmaker, but the jump shot was looking a little bit janky at All-Star weekend, but showing that he can score tonight. Gets it to Birch, and that just misses. Bro, he gets robbed of assists every friggin' night. And then he taps it out, but no one's there to get the rebound. Instead, LaMelo Ball has it on offense right now. Thought about driving on Scotty, kicks it back to Plumlee, who then hands it off to Miles Bridges. Back to Plumlee. Plumlee hands it off to PJ, and then there we go. Gary Trent Jr. taps it out of bounds. Good little deflection there. Hornets will retain the ball, but Gary Trent Jr. getting handsy on defense. He averages the second most amount of steals in the league at 1.9 per game. Don't play with him. Oh, and of course, James Harden making his debut for the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. I'm interested to see how that works out. I think both teams got a win out of that trade, at least in the scope of this season. Hornets miss, and it's rebounded by Trent. Gary goes around Plumlee. He's met by LaMelo, and then gives it to Siakam, who throws it down to VanVleet. Back to Siakam, top of the key jumper, misses, and it's rebounded by Bridges. Come on, man. This is just getting ugly. No other way to put it. Ugly at the moment. Miles Bridges driving on VanVleet, kicks to the corner. Good deflection by Fred, but the Hornets get the ball right back. LaMelo for 3 over Scotty and misses. That was a stupid three-pointer to take. He was doing that one for the hype, but that's all right, LaMelo. Go shoot yourself out of the game. I don't care. VanVleet almost gets doubled, kicks it to the corner. Scotty, the mid-range, just misses. That was a gorgeous shooting stroke, but off the mark. Off the mark, unfortunately. Ryan Henderson in the chat saying Pascal's rusty. Yeah, he looks a little bit rusty, I won't lie. He was on vacation there during the All-Star break, even though he should have been in Cleveland competing. Oh, speak of the devil. Oh, he just misses that. Oh, in transition, Siakam misses the layup. It was a tough layup, but still, got to get those. And then instead, the Hornets turn it over on offense, so Toronto will be getting the ball right back. And appreciate everyone who's stuck around in the live stream throughout a pretty hectic night on live. Definitely appreciate you guys. Hopefully this game can make, get a little bit closer, get a little bit more exciting. Siakam goes up, the floater, kisses it off the glass, gets it to go. Good job by Spicy P there. Raps down by 21. Let's keep denting that lead. LaMelo Ball tries to drive on Scotty, loses him for a moment and goes up and wow. Nice bucket there. LaMelo Ball beating a couple Raptors defenders to get the tough layup. All right, now it's with Siakam in the high post. He's driving in on Bridges, ends up with LaMelo covering him, and now Fred VanVleet's got it. Gives it to Gary in the corner. Yes, sir! And the beautiful off-ball screen there by Scotty Barnes. I know not everyone's going to appreciate that, but I'm giving the man his flowers right now. The rookie setting the off-ball screen, getting Gary open for his second three-pointer of the game. LaMelo with the ball for Hornets. LaMelo kicks it to the corner. PJ Washington for three. He just almost missed it, but instead the shooter's bounce comes back to bite us off the rim and in for PJ Washington. 75-52, the current score. Pray for us. Absolutely pray for us. And I don't know why the score is not updating on the scoreboard here, but let me see. Yeah, okay, it's catching up a little bit. This is pulled from Google, so it is slightly delayed, but that scoreboard should be more or less accurate throughout the stream. Gregory Wilson saying, I recommend the Fireplace channel for de-stressing. You know what? Without Marcel in here, I should have a fireplace going. Just where Marcel's Zoom is normally plugged in, I'll just put a little fireplace there, get everyone relaxed. It's all good. There's a whole second half of the season to play. We got an all-star on our team, a couple guys that should have been all-stars. Life is good in Toronto right now, but this game is ugly. We've been knowing this. And then Plumlee gets a bucket, like 77-52. What is going on right now? Raptors do not have an answer for what's happening. Oh my God, bro. Okay, do you guys remember the Mason Plumlee bucket? Or it's Miles Plumlee? Anyways, Plumlee. That bucket he got as a Detroit Piston, where he did I was like a sham god or almost sort of a weird hezzy, and then he got the hype dunk. He kind of just recreated that moment on our boy Kem Birch. It's tough. Oh, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. We got Plumlee chopping us up like a guard and then dunking on us. It is not good to be a Raptor at the moment, but sorry. It's a tough night for the Raptors in this game. I just got through talking about how it is a good time to be a Raptors fan. It definitely is. But at the moment, this very specific moment, it's looking dim. Paradise Lost saying we need a brand new team. Oh my God, you guys are freaking out in the chat. Yeah, Jay saying Hornets dancing on the Raps now. They are dancing on us. That is one way to put it. But, it's highlight night. It's stat pad night in Charlotte right now. They're blowing the wheels off of us. I still don't think Champagne's played. I still don't. Okay, guys, there's a few different games that I'm curious about tonight that are going on. The Lakers-Clippers game, for all you gamblers out there, I absolutely hammered the Lakers money line. And now I know what you're thinking. The Lakers have just been in the business of breaking hearts and breaking wallets of bettors this season. I get it. It's been a circus in LA, nothing short of. But LeBron just spent the weekend surrounded by greatness. NBA 75, All-Star Weekend, he was surrounded by some of the best to ever play the game, and LeBron, love him or hate him, is one of, if not the best, to ever suit up on a basketball court. So you know that the magic of that weekend definitely rubbed off on him a little bit. But beyond that, Michael Jordan went up to LeBron and said, "You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it." And he's talking about bringing the Lakers out of the gutter right now into the playoffs. And if you got Michael Jordan in your ear telling you that, in your hometown of Cleveland after the NBA 75, and you're hosting the Clippers at Crypto Arena, which is also their arena, but that's besides the point, and they beat you by 1 point the last time you faced them, and they don't have Kawhi or PG, Oh, I mean, that money line is free friggin' money. Honestly, and it was like minus 120. All my gamblers out there know what I'm talking about. This was nearly a double your profit bet just to say the Lakers are going to win tonight. It's done. I'm there. I'm with it. I am with it. For tonight, I'm a Lakers fan. And I'm not proud to say it, but tonight I will, I'm putting my money there. So we'll see what happens. What's the score of the Philly game right now? I'm checking at the moment. Philly up 16-6 on the T-Wolves. I did have a bet there, so I'm happy to see that. And currently, how much is James Harden? James Harden has 3 points. He's 1 of 2 from the floor, and he has not hit a three-pointer yet. But James Harden making his debut tonight for Philadelphia. Going to be very interesting to see how the East shapes up after that monster move. And bro, I look up for 1 second, and Plumlee's there to yam a one-handed alley-oop on our heads. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. Send help. What is happening? Okay, Raptors back on offense here. Fred VanVleet kicks it out to Gary Trent Jr. for an air ball. For an air ball? Who is this team? This is like Space Jam when they had their secret stuff taken from them. What is going on? Fred VanVleet kicks it out to Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes, the only decent player tonight for the Raptors. Let's see if the rookie can at least have a good night on the stats. He's already done that, but hopefully he can keep the ball rolling. The one redeeming thing about this game at the moment. Gary Trent Jr. misses the mid-range. Scotty almost gets the offensive board, but it's tapped into the hands of Terry Rozier. And now it's brought up the floor by the Hornets. Wow. All right. So 80-52. We're almost a 30-point deficit. Terry Rozier makes it a 31-point deficit. Bro, this is atrocious. This was a team that you ran out of their own building not too long ago. You cannot blame this on OG Anunoby. You simply can't. Oh my God. This is repulsive. I hate to say it. You know what? Teams, they'll lay an egg sometimes. That'll happen. I'm not asking for 82-0. You know, I understand. I could live with being the 9 to 10 seed. But right now, they're playing like a lottery team because Charlotte is not all that good. They did get better at trade deadline. I think Montrezl Harrell clearly was a massive pickup for them. He's been doing some damage tonight, but the Raptors should not be this far back in the game. Fred VanVleet with the ball. I don't even know what to say at this point. They're not going to come back and win. But if I can see something nice individually from a few players, then hey, like whatever. It's not a successful night at that point, but it'll have some value in my mind. And then shot clock violation. This is... Guys, I don't know what to tell you right now. I feel like apologizing on behalf of the Raptors. We have come out flat out of All-Star break. We're getting a stat here. Most triple-doubles before turning 21. LaMelo Ball has 6 currently, and Luka Doncic with the record of 21. I mean, that kid can hoop. And then Kelly Oubre knocking down a 3. I'm not even going to get mad. I'm not even going to get mad about it. Good for you, Kelly. Oh, and Fred VanVleet gets blocked on the 3. Yep. Right on cue. Terry Rozier, just waiting for him to dunk on someone. And instead, you know what? He'll go for the body move and then the kiss it off the glass bucket for the Hornets. There is no... What the... Man. What is happening? They're absolutely toying with us. Yeah, Marcel pieced out, and then this game just went to absolute shambles. The absence of Marcel curse. Connor W. pointing it out. So Dark MVP saying Fred looking like a G League player right now. He's getting blocked. He's turning the ball over. They're scoring on him on defense. It's the whole team. You know what? The point guard's the head of the snake, so if he's having an off night, it's going to seep into the group a little bit, but this is unacceptable. Oh my God, bro. Terry Rozier throwing you around like a weight in the gym. Come on. Hey, man. If you guys are in here right now, you know it's a tough time. streaming this Raptors game right now, do me a favor, drop a like spike. Help this video get up there in the likes at least. See if we can get some people in here to mourn the loss of our Raptors tonight. Appreciate you guys as always. We got a loyal group here. Prinz is saying time to put in Malachi. Damn straight it's time to put Malachi. Oh my God. It's so sad, and it's more interesting than not because we have been playing decent, but when Nick Nurse, he refuses to play Malachi Flynn. Malachi will come in, do a solid job, and just won't ever see the floor again. Oh my God. Nice steal on defense. Bro, that was right out of bounds. Gary Trent Jr. makes a good defensive play, but in transition just absolutely smokes it off the glass. Like, nothing going the Raptors' way right now. Montrezl Harrell gets a rebound. Cody Martin shoots an uncontested 3, and he hits it. Oh my God. Okay, before I sound off on that, KG in the chat saying Rap's going to be all right. That's something that's important to highlight. I'm sounding off right now. This team's okay. Like, I'm not sitting here talking about Chet Holmgren or Paulo Banchero. I don't care about lottery. I don't care. This team will be in the postseason. I know it looks terrible right now. We've had games like this. I mean, our first game at home, we got absolutely blown out. And you know what? This one's not too much better, but it just goes to show. It happens to teams that will be decent. We got a big-time winning record still. You know, things are okay, but for the time being, 91-52, the current score. Dear God. Wow. Delano Banton checks into the game. Yeah, Predator Kingdom says I'm done. I'm done. Predator Kingdom's throwing in the towel. I can't say I blame him right now. Terry Rozier inbounds it to Montrezl Harrell, the new Charlotte Hornet, and then gives it right back to Terry, who shoots it down to the corner where it ends up with Cody Martin, who drives and gets the easy 2-man. What? They're playing with okay. At this point, the Hornets are playing with an unrivaled amount of confidence, and the Raptors are just feeling bad for themselves. It's a mutual, one's bought in and one's bought out, and right now it's resulting in nearly a doubled up score line, 93-52. You know what? It's tough, guys. I can't swear on this live stream. Sometimes, something will slip out, but it's moments like this where I'm just almost happy that we've set that as a rule, because I think I'd be saying some pretty terrible things right now, and there's no need for that. We will be okay this season, but this game is just bringing the devil out of me. Put in Malachi Flynn at least. Let the kid touch the floor. You've had him locked up in the dungeon of Scotiabank Arena. Let him out. Like, what are you worried that he's going to get hurt and you can't play him again? Are you worried that he's going to blow the game? You don't play him anyways, and the game's already done. Let Malachi see some floor. There we go. Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes. Getting a nice little bucket in the paint there. So comfortable playing with his back to the bucket. That's got to be at least point number, 17. There we go. Precious Achiuwa steals the ball right off of Cody Martin, and Cody Martin comes and takes it back from him. And then it leads to a dunk there by Kelly Oubre. Oh. They're looking like the Showtime Hornets out here. Like, oh my God. Scotty Barnes trying to cut off ball, but it gets picked off there by the Hornets. LaMelo has it. Nothing going right. LaMelo, he's covered by Scotty. Ball throws it down there to, it's out of bounds actually off of Thad Young. So the Hornets will get the ball back there off of that entry pass to Montrezl that didn't quite make it, but yeah, guys, I don't know what to tell you. I'm grateful that you guys are still chilling here watching this game with me because, like I said, above all else, I enjoy our community. I value our community, and being on here is the really fun part, but no one wants to see this right now. Nobody. Yeah, and YBT DT saying Hornets a good team, though. They are a good team. I've given them that credit. Their record doesn't even say they're that great of a team, but they are. They definitely are. They got a lot of scoring pop. But right now, the Raptors are a defensive team. And I feel like the Hornets, if you want to outscore the Hornets, you're not in a good situation. I think they can run with a lot of teams, especially now with Montrezl Harrell as a big man. But for a great defensive team like the Raptors, I know there's no OG and Anunoby tonight, but this is a great matchup for you. I'd like to say that, the Hornets are soft on defense. They're not the worst, but you can score on them at a pretty high click. The Raptors are a lockdown D team, though. And, we have guys that can get their own on offense. This should be a favorable matchup. It's already been a favorable matchup earlier this season. I think we're 2-0 against them. But right now, they're mopping the floor with us. They're mopping the floor with us. Mustaf is asking, can we watch some hockey, please? At this, if the Leafs aren't playing, definitely just going to stick to my Raptors here. But, yeah, virtually anything. Like, I'd rather watch, like, my 600-pound life on TLC than this game at the moment. But, yeah, that's not true. That's not true. But you guys get what I mean. This is a tough watch. This is pain. I'm a die-hard. This team influences my emotion, dictates my heartbeat. And right now, it is just absolutely in the gutter. But, it's getting intense out here. And Nika saying, bro, we about to get 50'd by the Hornets. It's such an L. You're right, man. Nika, you did not lie, but we are being doubled up on the score right now by the Hornets. Iceman like Gervin saying, next games, we have Atlanta, Brooklyn back-to-back, Detroit, and Orlando. Okay, so, at least you get Detroit and Orlando there at the end. Mike Chaffee's saying, shut it down, Josh. Luka, shut it down. You know what? I would be more encouraged to shut it down, but now that you tell me that Luka Rosano shut it down, there's no way I'm shutting it down now. No, there's no way. If Luka Rosano's logged off, I'm going to prove myself as the more devoted fan. I'm going to stick around for this ass whooping that we're being handed right now by the Hornets. But we have a super chat from my guy, Paul Blunt. He's saying, old Messiah's horses and old Messiah's men couldn't put the Raps back together again. Oh my God. He's in here spitting riddles as super chats. Paul, thank you so much. And yeah, there is no solving the puzzle that is on the court right now wearing Raptors jerseys. WTF is going on. Precious with the ball, throws it down there to Chris Boucher. Man, shouts out Paul Blunt again. Thank you for the super chat. Thaddeus Young working on LaMelo in the post, kicks it back out to Precious. And then Precious tries to, man, you're going to end up on Shaqtin' the Fool trying stuff like that. And then Thad gets the ball back and one putback. There we go. Thad the lefty, getting the putback. There you go. These are the games that you just know Goran Dragic is at home laughing at his TV. He's like, oh, this is what I meant when I said I had higher aspirations. Like, oh, that guts me. That guts me. Oh, what the heck? What was that free throw? Bro. Oh, did anyone else see that free throw? Thad Young just like basically hucking it at the rim and just like not even looking. What? No. All right. 1:20 left here until the fourth quarter. Thad Young makes contact with Montrezl, loses the ball, but they're saying it's off of the Hornets or it's at least coming back to the Raptors here. I'm not going to lie. If I was an official, that would have been straight Hornets ball because I thought that went out off of Thad, but just speaking non-biased here, hopefully we get the ball back. Oh, sorry. Actually, never mind. They're going to consider it a shooting foul. Or I am wrong again. We are in the bonus. So Thad Young shooting 2. 95-56. Thad Young misses the first one. Dude. Nothing going according to plan right now. This is embarrassing. Ryan, you're right. This is embarrassing. There you go, Thad. Hits the second free throw. Let's go. That was sarcasm, but it didn't sound like it. Anyways, LaMelo Ball throws it up to Cody Martin. Cody Martin back to LaMelo. Thor. Oh, no. Bro, this Thor guy's like a borderline G leaguer, and he's throwing down Giannis dunks on us. It's highlight night in Charlotte. It's stat night in Charlotte. And Michael Jordan's probably already on his online casino right now. He's playing online blackjack by now. There's no point even watching the game. There you go, Scotty. There you go. So that's the only reason I'm watching right now is my guy Scotty Barnes. I mean, of course, the live stream too, but Scotty Barnes having a nice game. He's yelling at LaMelo. He wants to go. Okay, I like this kid. This is a diamond in the rough that you can get out of this game. The one redeemer. The pretty and the ugly right now is the fact that we got Scotty Barnes hooping. And then the no look to Thad Young. Then it goes over to... Bro, stop robbing Scotty Barnes of assists. This guy could be averaging like 5 assists if you could make a bucket. Oh my God. Okay. All right. We got a super chat from my guy Rahul. He said, this game will lead us to our downfall. If OG misses 1 to 2 weeks, say goodbye to our season. Our first round pick is going to be valuable for the Spurs. Sorry, had a little bit of a conniption reading that, but Rahul, first off, thank you for the super chat. Second off, allow me to talk you off the ledge at least a little bit. You know, those are some harsh takes. I think that losing OG Anunoby for an extended period will definitely hurt this team. I mean, the guy only plays about like 40 minutes a night because we just ride our starters so hard. But I think that we're better than we feel right now. These emotions are amplified at the moment. I still think you are guaranteed postseason basketball. I will let people throw food at me in Toronto if I'm wrong about this. I'll go downtown. I'll send you guys the location. You can bring rotten tomatoes and fruits, whatever you want to throw at me. Throw it at me. Boo me off stage. I'm telling you, we will be in the postseason. Maybe it'll be the play-in tournament. I'm hoping it can just be directly to the first round. Look, Charlotte could beat us by 300 tonight, and they're still below us in the standings. That's the reality of it. So you know what? I'm not quite at that point, Rahul, but I understand why you're feeling that way. I definitely do. And I got to thank Rahul, regardless, for dropping a very generous super chat. Thank you, Rahul. I appreciate it as always. But yeah, Raptors fans are on absolute suicide watch right now. This is not good. And it's like, and there was some things there where you're just like, of course, like I'm not even mad about it. If anything, I'm kind of just like embracing the Shackton moments from this game because there's so many of them. You know, the towel's been thrown in on this game, no doubt. You know, Mustafa says, I honestly hate LaMelo, really don't like his attitude. If LeVar Ball wasn't his father, I wouldn't like LaMelo either. And I know that sounds really weird, but like I love the Ball family dynamic and how funny it is. You know, some of those things where like someone just does the most repulsive or just stupid stuff that after a point of like hating on them, you're just like, bro, like they are committed. You know, you almost need, it's like Kyrie. Like, you know, Kyrie's had so many controversies and so much like, you know, drama and this and that. It's almost like when I see a Kyrie headline, instead of being like, oh, it's Kyrie, I'm like, what's he doing now? You know, like it's like hilarious. It's like, what could Kyrie possibly have to say now? I feel the same way about the whole entire Ball family. I mean, they were just like faking it till they made it. Like LaMelo with his shoe deals, you know, my son's going to go to the pros and play in Europe. Like all this crazy stuff from LeVar, the production was so overboard that it kind of won me over. You know, it pushes you to this point where it's like, I can't help but like it now. Like it's ridiculous. That's where I'm at with the Ball family. I'm sorry if that made no sense. I hope at least some of you out there understand what I'm talking about, where a consistent feeling of annoyance turns into like, what's the word for this? And turns into like an expectation and almost like a fondness. I don't know. But yeah, LaMelo Ball is kind of a you know, an unattractive personality, to be real. Like I don't think he doesn't seem like overly grateful or I don't know. I'm just looking at the chat right now. No one's too thrilled with this game. This is tough. But yeah, LaMelo Ball is kind of a polarizing guy in some ways, but the Ball family together is a funny spectacle. I'll leave it at that. I can't deny they got jokes. Bridges throws the ball into Montrezl. Yeah, we're now in the fourth quarter, guys. You know, don't be too far on the edge of your seat. Harrell kicks it over to LaMelo. Goes over to Bridges. Harrell gives it back to Bridges. Bridges goes up and misses the layup there, the reverse layup, and it's retrieved there and put back in by Kelly Oubre, who gets the easy 2 for the Hornets. Okay, there we go. Malachi Flynn is in. Tom Moreau says he doesn't understand the fascination with Flynn. The fascination with Flynn. There we go. I think that was a long two, but Scotty Barnes stretching the floor a little bit, knocking that down. Tom, the one thing that I like about Malachi Flynn is he can create his own shot in the NBA. He honestly can. He's young, so of course he's not averaging like a ton of points. I mean, he doesn't get played. But if you play him for like 20 minutes, you'll notice he can create his own shot. And that's rare. That's tough to do in the NBA. And we have a whole team outside of Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr. that really struggles to make their own shot. Credited Pascal Siakam kind of came around to this recently, and he's kind of doing a better job of it. But on those nights where we can't even get like 4 points out of a guy coming off our bench, like I feel like Malachi Flynn would be a little bit useful. Of course, you love Delano's length and ability to push pace, all that stuff, right? That's good. But sometimes you just need a bucket getter. And Malachi Flynn, at very least, is that, even though he's not the complete NBA player. He deserves more chance, is what I'm really getting at. Tom Moreau says he may be able to create a shot, but he can't make a shot. Damn, Tom, you didn't need to do him like that. But we'll see. You know, he hasn't gotten the opportunity recently. So we'll see. You know, my prayers have been answered. He's in tonight. LaMelo Ball throws it back over to Bridges. Bridges thought about driving on Precious, still chopping it up with the dribble. He does drive, goes up, and gets the bucket off the glass, man. These bank shots, contested bank shots right now for the Hornets, they're all falling. Scotty Barnes with it. I just want Scotty to continue having a night. He's got 22 right now. Malachi Flynn thought about yanking the three, shoots it back to Scotty, who's driving on LaMelo, and he's fouled. There we go. He'll be shooting two. Just stat pad now. I'm excited about the rookie getting his numbers up. Yeah, Ryan's saying it too in the chat. Barnes is the only plus side to this game. And whoa, Jay in the chat saying Freeman to the Jays 100%. Freddie Freeman's going to the Blue Jays? Really? Is this accurate, Jay? You trolling me right now? I know we got some baseball fans in here for sure. At least some Blue Jays fans, which I guess makes you a baseball fan. But let us know. Keep us updated on that. Wow. Yeah, they are going trophy fishing right now, the Blue Jays. They want to make sure that they bolster up their opportunities to win a chip next year because they were one of the best teams in MLB history this past season to not make the playoffs. They are like the best team that didn't get into the postseason in probably the history of the MLB. I'm not kidding. Tough. But PJ Washington in transition, he's just going to lay that in nice and easy. 103 to 68, the current score. Malachi Flynn with the ball. Hands it off to Precious. Like OG and Anunoby being out shouldn't affect your offense this badly. It really shouldn't. Like most nights, and this is not a slander to OG, we definitely miss him, but most nights I would have even thought it'd make it smoother. Like OG really doesn't do well that often playmaking. You know, he's a finisher though. Let me just bite my tongue. He's a finisher. We're good. You know, I won't direct too much slander his way. We definitely miss him tonight. I'm just saying, there's no excuse you can look to for this. There we go. LaMelo loses the ball. He wants a foul, doesn't get one called, so instead they foul Precious. And it'll be Raptors ball on the inbounds. It's tough, man. It's tough. I got to check. Tom Moreau saying baseball is dead to me. You know what? Baseball out of all like major sports. Oh, gorgeous pass. Scotty Barnes from the top of the key to Chris Boucher cutting on the baseline. Okay, I haven't had a reason to bust out the Flames in a minute, but I think that might have just given me one. But yeah, Tom saying baseball's dead. I think it's the only major sport in North America that isn't growing. Hockey, basketball, the UFC, football, all of that is on the rise in terms of viewership. The MLB is the only one that's trending negatively, which is crazy. But I mean, you know, baseball is like a lifestyle game. It's like, you know, I'm at the cottage on a Muskoka chair, sipping a beer, listening to the game on the radio. You know, it's like, it's not, there's 162 games in the regular season. You can literally play the game with an absolute horseshoe of chewing tobacco in your mouth. To me, that just screams like this game is so casual. It doesn't always draw the same viewership that an electric, high-paced game like hockey or basketball or the NFL will. But I still need answers on what's going on with Freddie Freeman. And I apologize for all of our very strict basketball fans in here. Trust me, you don't want us to talk about basketball right now because it's 103-68 against the Raptors at the moment. York Baller saying, I'm still riding with the Raps. Y'all can laugh if you want. Hey, York, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Just tonight's tough. Mike Kamina asking, is there a Jays Digest? There will be. There is going to be. We have selected the guys who will be hosting it, and it will be coming soon for this upcoming season. So, guys, I can't direct you there now because the account doesn't exist, but keep Jays Digest on your radar because it will be coming up before the start of this MLB season. Maybe we can reverse the negative growth trend of the MLB. Maybe Digest Media can do it. Let me see. I still need it. Yeah, Jay's saying Freeman to the Jays 100%. Just looking through the chat here. Mustafa saying MLS greater than MLB. Who's the Italian player that TFC just signed? Insigne? Insigne? I literally speak Italian. I should know how to pronounce his last name, but I do not. But he's world class. I'm excited to see that. Toronto really balled out and got him there. So that's nice. But guys, I don't even know what to say. Thanks for coming out. I'll start there. I will start there. If you are watching this right now with me, you are undoubtedly a real one because this game is a flaming dumpster fire. Terry Rozier kicks it over to Miles Bridges. Bridges shoots the three, bricks it, rebounded by Thad. My guy Malachi Flynn has it. Malachi, show me something. Gives it to Scotty, who gets not the dunk, but the little lay in there. Scotty's so long. That's really his superpower. But I'd like to see him up the vertical a bit. I think with how athletic he is, he could jump a little higher than he does. Straight up. Maybe that's an unpopular take, but Charlotte misses the three. Scotty Barnes tries to get the rebound, doesn't. Contest the Terry three, flies by, and Terry misses that thankfully, but it's rebounded by Plumlee and kicked back out to Oubre. Now it's with Plumlee, Washington Jr., and then Bridges in the corner. Miles Bridges sends it to Terry Rozier. Terry the long two. Gets it. Oh, man. What? This is just such a tough one to watch. Precious goes up and one. Great move, actually. Finished with the left, through some contact. Okay. There we go. I like it. A little too late, but I like it. Shouts out to Achua. Tom Moreau taking note. Hey, nice play there, Precious. When Tom and I start hyping up Precious, he's playing nice. Actually, we hype him up anytime he gets a floater or something. That one, not really quite a floater, but still a good bucket. A lot of authority and force going to the rim there. Gets the and one, but 105-75, the current score. 7:45 left in this game. Bridges kicks it to the corner. Oubre is going to make that. Yeah, he does. Hits it. Left him completely open in the corner. He's having a season from three. Malachi Flynn. Scotty Barnes. He's got the ball now. Kicks it over to Chris. Chris is going to catapult to three. Misses. And then Precious soared up early to get that. Doesn't get it. Then Thad Young tries to get the putback to go, but rolls off the front of the rim. He misses. Come on now. And then PJ Washington misses the three. I got to say, I really shouldn't be complimenting any Hornets players right now. What does it matter? They slapped the hell out of us. But I do like PJ Washington. You know, I wasn't big on like how as soon as someone hears PJ Washington, they think Brittany Renner. Like that's a huge distraction. That's big time annoying. And I was a little brainwashed by that. I just didn't take him seriously as a player because I knew him for a scandal with a girl. Not even a scandal. He was kind of, you know, I don't want to break it down whether he was the victim or whatever else, but he was going through some real life stuff. So, you know, I didn't know much about his game. All I heard about was that. But PJ Washington's nice. You know, he's going to be a very good starter in this league for a long time. I know the Raptors had some interest in him there for a moment, but wouldn't make sense for Charlotte to give him up. But anyways, shouts out to PJ Washington. All right, Rozier with the ball for the Hornets. Rozier gets it right back. Throws it down to PJ. PJ to Miles Plumlee, and then Plumlee gets the bucket. I don't know if that's Miles or Mason or it's friggin' Plumlee. Gets the bucket. Oh my God, guys. Malachi Flynn out to Precious. Precious for three. Just misses. Tapped out and is caught by Miles Bridges, who's pushing the... Oh my God. Whoo! He almost just killed Plumlee trying to set him up for that alley-oop. That went over his head, almost like off of the backboard now to bounds, but Raptors getting the ball right back here. Scotty Barnes hands it off to Malachi Flynn. Malachi gets around a defender, and he's fouled by Terry Rozier. Yeah, that's a shooting foul. He picked up his dribble. Okay, I think they're giving it to him, so he'll be shooting too. Malachi shoots the first one, misses. Bro, this is like a terrible. Everything, absolutely everything is going down the wazoo right now. Makes the second one. Mustafa saying delete the team, IMO. Yeah, just delete them. Yeah, guys, you know, we are still in good hands. This is just a relentless beating right now. Oubre from three, nothing but net. Oh my God. Oh my God. Chris Boucher gets a dunk. Love to see that, but like they're not even playing defense anymore. They don't want to get hurt in a blowout. All right, man, Scotty, at least go get like a career high or something. This is tough to watch. I think he's at currently, he's scored 27 before. Let me see. Oh, and then Bridges with a big hype dunk there. Okay, let me see. So right now, Scotty Barnes currently has, I want to say he only has like 24, if that. I mean, only 24. He got 26. So I think one more bucket might actually give him his career high. Let's see. Takes the three. Makes it. Hey, 29 points. Give that guy a 30-piece. He needs one more bucket. I swear, if Nick Nurse takes him out now, I'm going to be pissed. All right, Scotty. All right. Oh, hold on. Maybe it said 26 because my stream was behind and the app updated before the stream. I hope that's not the case. Okay, no, so maybe it was a long two. They have him at 28. Man, everything's confusing right now. Absolutely everything. Mustafa is saying, I don't even want Scotty to get a career high in this game. Don't worry, Mustafa. If he gets a career high in this game, he's going to break it again quickly. You know, I want something to cheer about. And we do have another super chat. The animations aren't even really working right now. Oh my God. But here we go. Paul Blunt saying, even in defeat, it's great to be here. Hail Joshy Ice. Man, Paul, thank you so much. That means a ton. You guys, the community gives me so much support regardless. And this one was an absolute egg laid by the Raptors on the road. But you know what? We still have fun on this stream. You know, it's people like Paul Blunt who always make it consistent and fun. And I got to thank you guys, and especially my guy Paul for dropping the super chat. Thank you. But yeah, you know, I feel bad. I haven't had a ton nice to say on this live stream, but I know you guys are Raptors fans. I don't think you expected anything else, really. We do have a Yuta Watanabe sighting on the court. He kind of played himself out of the rotation for a while there. 4:20 left in this game. Champagny for three. Misses that one pretty badly. Damn. Oh, we're getting a bunch of baseball chatter in the chat right now. I'm seeing names like Manoah, Alec Manoah being thrown out here. Okay, Rahul asking, who is your current favorite player from the Jays? Honestly, it might be Manoah. Might be Alec Manoah. I also do like Bo Bichette. Gurriel's really exciting, but he's kind of too hot cold. I mean, everyone loves Vladdy. I don't want to give Vladdy, though, because that's a cop-out answer, even though like he might be my favorite player. Man, I got to go with Alec Manoah. That kid's stuff is nasty. He can throw the baseball hard. He's got insane movement. He gets jacked up, too. And he's young, man. Who knows how good he will be. I can't believe he leapfrogged Nate Pearson in terms of their depth. But yeah, no, Alec Manoah he's the deal. He's the real deal. I like him. He's probably my favorite player on the Jays to give you that answer. But, you know, the cop-out answer that I think everyone would say is probably Vladimir Guerrero. But also, Bo Bichette's going to be like the Derek Jeter of Canada. So, you know, hang on for that ride. Anyways, guys, 117-81 the current score. Terry Rozier with the ball. He shoots over Champagny and misses. And that's rebounded by Svi Mikhailuk, who I'm sure is playing with a heavy heart. Definitely pray. Everyone, I'm sure, is already praying for the Ukraine. Some tragic stuff going on in the world. Malachi Flynn gets the bucket. Terry Rozier brings it up for the Hornets. Yeah, we got a lot of baseball chatter in the chat. Oh, man, getting Barrios was huge, too. Predator Kingdom pointing that out. Yeah, we inked him to that deal, so it made it a lot better. No, I apologize to my basketball fans out there, but right now we'll talk baseball because I don't have anything to say about this game. I don't know if you guys do, but we'll talk baseball for a moment. Barrios. Oh my God. That guy, as much as I said Alec Manoah's stuff is nasty, you never know what Barrios is going to pull out. Like, he's got off-speed pitches, cutters. He can do it all. His curveball is like one of the best in the MLB. He's led the American League for a long time in a lot of statistical categories. The Jays picking him up as a contender move and then signing him as well. I mean, you got to love the fact that there's no cap on the, what do you call it? The cap space. Like there's no cap. No cap in baseball. And that's why the Yankees are always so damn good. But the Jays definitely balling out, making sure that they've paid the price to become contenders, and they better make the friggin' playoffs. Like, come on now. Yeah, Sean Pratt talking about Barrios' slider. Just so good. We got to figure out our catcher situation a bit, but, I'm not like, it's not the worst situation, but we could use an upgrade at catching or behind the plate. All right, so Hornets back with the ball. It's with Montrezl right now. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Montrezl just goes, that's it. That's it. Like, Harold they're having a field day. Svi Mikhailuk just misses the three. Guys, this is so hard. I honestly nearly ended the live stream after Montrezl Harrell just did that, but by a thread, I did not. I said I would finish it. I will finish it. Wow. And they call a timeout. That's just unnecessary. Unless this is a commercial timeout, that's just unnecessary. Yeah, we're talking about the Jays now. People in the chat taking note of that. We are fully on the Jays chatter now. I wonder what's going on with Freddie Freeman, because that was all the rumble in the chat earlier. But, oh, you know what? Tom Moreau's saying no cap, and that's why there is no baseball. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it has hurt the sport of baseball. The commissioner, Manfred, is an idiot, so that definitely doesn't help. And they haven't branded it as well. I think they're getting better at it. But the way that the NBA's branded guys is like, bro, they seem like superheroes. You know, they're built up that much. And I feel like the MLB just hasn't done a great job branding players. And it's sometimes in the nature of the game. Like I said earlier, I mean, baseball is like a lifestyle sport. You know, it's like golf. You go out there on a summer afternoon and prepare yourself to be out there for 4 hours, probably like 4 or 5 beers deep. Like you just, it's I'm at the cottage, I'm listening to it on the radio. It's, it's not electric. It's not end-to-end action all the time. You can go to a game and see your team get shut out and you're there for 5 hours. Like, it's just, you got to have an appreciation for certain parts of the game. You got to definitely have a vested interest with a team, and you got to know the game. Because if you don't know the game or have like a team you're cheering for, baseball is a tough watch. I can agree with that. Sean Pratt saying Jay's starting rotation. Go. Okay, so off the top of my head, of course, Alek Manoah's in there. Ryu's got to figure it out a little bit. But Manoah might be one of your best pitchers. Gosman, who's going to be really big, he'll help out the void that Robbie Ray left. If anything, part of me is almost like a little bit more happy with Gosman because Gosman's been a bit more consistent over his career than Robbie Ray has. But hey, man, Pete Walker, the pitching coach in Toronto, will turn any pitcher into a stud. So our rotation's good. I wonder, this is a question for the chat. Where is Nate Pearson fitting into all of this? Where do you guys see it happen? Is Nate Pearson going to be coming out of the bullpen? Is he going to be a starter? I mean, if you could turn this kid into a sweet closer, that would be like the best situation for Nate Pearson and this team. I really hope that's what happens, but we'll see. All right, so the Raptors, we're seeing the standings right now. We are in 7th. 32-25 is our score. And then they mixed up, or they shut off the graphic before I could read out Charlotte's record. But we are still at least a few, like 3 or 4 wins ahead of them. Tonight will not change the standings, guys. We are still comfortably in 7th. But I feel like we could even just go straight into the first round. This team is decent, even though tonight is like, it's sickening on a different level. But Svi Mikhailuk misses another shot. Malachi Flynn tries to get the steal. He cannot, and LaMelo Ball comes up court with it. Yeah, Gregory Wilson pointing out, we just changed this into the Blue Jays Digest on the fly. But hey, like the Raptors made me do that. They made me do this tonight. And then Svi Mikhailuk hits a 3. There we go. Good to see him get a bucket. LaMelo Ball. Like, why do they even have LaMelo on the court right now, honestly? Like, if I was the Hornets, I would not be playing LaMelo. Oh, and then Delano Banton almost gets the steal. He taps it back over half, but Thor recovers it, goes up, gets blocked, I believe, and then Malachi Flynn secures the ball and brings it back for the Raptors. Gets it up court. Utah for 3, knocks it down. There we go. We're seeing our role players our deep bench players who should be our role players, making some shots. There we go. Under a minute left to go. LaMelo, that move was just straight nasty, but he missed it. And then Montrezl Harrell there for the putback. Man, Montrezl Harrell will hang from that rim. He wants to let everyone know he dunked. And I got to say, I like it. I like when players do that. Just not against my team. LaMelo from 3. Actually, LaMelo's pissing me off right now. And then that's a hard foul by Montrezl on Yuta Watanabe there. What's going on? Is there... What just happened? It looked like Yuta wasn't even like mad at Montrezl, but Montrezl kind of got in his face after, or what? It wasn't malicious, but that was a big, big, big collision. Gregory Wilson says, Utah, we're coming back in the 5th quarter. Let's go, man. 5th quarter. We're loaded up. We're juiced. We're down 125-91, but we'll run it back in the next 12 minutes that don't exist because this team just got friggin' blown out on the road. Yuta Watanabe at the free throw line. Hits his first. Oh, man. I haven't seen this Raptors team in a while, and I was pretty happy about it, but they are back right now. Well, guys, tonight we got to do a little preview on the Blue Jays Digest. That was a lot of fun. I became the Blue Jays Digest for about 10 minutes there. You know what? I will call into the Jays Digest when they're all set up doing their things. Like, I know the Jays pretty well. Do I know the MLB at large pretty well? No, I would struggle to talk about trades and evaluating other players' value. But when I talk about the Blue Jays isolated as a team, I do a pretty good job. I like to think. So, I'll definitely get involved with the Blue Jays Digest as they're being set up, but nothing great to say about the Raptors tonight, guys. Absolutely friggin' nothing. 125-93, unless Malachi Flynn can hit this three, he cannot. So that is your final score. I mean, guys, we've been through the blender tonight. We started off, Marcel and I were very excited to host. We had missed being on here, and then we had some technical issues. Marcel's mic was apparently breaking eardrums, all this stuff. Like, there's a tough bounce from the live stream side. And then Marcel, once he exited the stream and I just did the rest of it solo, I mean, the Raptors immediately went down to the gutter. They heard Marcel was off of live, so they called off the game midway through the game, and this is the score we end up with. I mean, definitely tune in to Ben and Riker's postgame. They're going to have some interesting things to say about this one. I know it sounds funny, like, oh, tune into the postgame when we get blown out. But no, seriously, like, I'm very curious to hear what they have to say about what we just witnessed, because that was some special garbage. We'll see. We will see. But guys, I want to thank you as always for sticking around with me. I mean, I have a special community. The fact that we still have 50 people on here watching, there's loyalty here. There is big time loyalty. And as much as I absolutely clowned the Raptors tonight, correction, they clowned themselves. As much as I was quick to point that out, this team will be in the postseason for sure. I even said if they are not, I will meet up with everyone in Toronto and let you throw food at me in public, because I'll deserve it at that point. But I don't believe in jinxes. I think this Raptors team is good enough to be in the Eastern Conference playoff picture, and I think they will be, even if it's just by the skin of their teeth. We will see. We will see. But one thing for sure, I'm grateful for you guys, and I'm excited to get back on here again for our next game. But in the meantime, I'm signing off.